Hey guys, it's that Dividend guy coming at you with another list video. Today we're looking at a list by the Motley Fool, 2 undervalued pharmaceutical stocks to buy now. One of the things that's very known about the pharmaceutical industry is that their stocks pay big dividends. A lot of them have a huge payout and they reward their shareholders with great dividend increases. So even the Oracle of Omaha, Warren Buffett himself, has admitted years ago in Berkshire meetings, because I've watched every single one of them that's been publicly put on YouTube. He talked about it like 20 years ago, how he wanted to get into the pharmaceutical business, but he didn't know which ones to buy, so he just kind of sat on it. And in 2020, he decided to buy Pfizer. He bought Bristol Myers Squibb. He bought Abbvie as well. And I think it's going to be very profitable for Berkshire Hathaway, and if the best investor in the world's doing it, it could be a good place for you to start digging and looking for great companies. But the thing is, you want to buy them at undervalued prices, so that's why I wanted to go ahead and highlight this article, because apparently there are 2 undervalued pharmaceutical stocks. That's really important because value is what you get. That's what you want. It's value. You want an undervalued stock. You want a company that you is worth $1 that you pay 66 cents for. That's the name of the game. So let's take a look and see exactly what the Motley Fool is highlighting and what they consider to be undervalued pharmaceutical stocks. Let's take a look. Some investors love their dividends. Lucky for them, there are a lot of companies that can afford to pay their shareholders cash every quarter. Pharma giants Abbvie and Glaxo Smith Kline boast high and sustainable dividend yields that are great for investors who want to see those dividends hit their accounts every 3 months. As a bonus, both stocks look undervalued today, and I think their total returns could outperform the market over the next few years. Still off their highs, both Abbvie and GlaxoSmithKline have been beaten down over the last 12 months and are trading off their highs from before the COVID-19 crash. Despite growing earnings and raising their dividend over the past few years, Abbvie is 9% below its 2018 high of $123. GlaxoSmithKline, on the other hand, has been trading with some volatility for the past 12 months after missing the mark on a potential COVID-19 vaccine. The company's shares still trade about 50% below their high set back in '99. As seasoned investors, we know stock price doesn't tell the whole story. These companies' fundamentals look solid, and there haven't been any dividend reductions or huge drug patent cliffs encountered so far. Abbvie has rewarded shareholders tremendously over the past few years through dividend increases. Shareholders holding Abbvie stock for the last 5 years have seen a compound annual growth rate of their dividends of 18.09%. So it's a great dividend growth stock. In October 2020, Abbvie increased their dividend by 10%. The company's payout ratio of 167% reflects how it leans on its cash stash of about $8.5 billion per year to continue rewarding shareholders. Abbvie's continued sale from drugs like selling Humira, Skyrizi, and Rinvoq suggests that it could grow its dividend well into the future. Abbvie has increased its dividend by 225% since its spinoff from Abbott in 2013. That's phenomenal dividend growth. GlaxoSmithKline has grown a dividend over the past 10 years at an annual growth rate of just 0.39%. With the lost revenue from the soon spinoff of its consumer health segment, management have signaled a potential dividend cut in the future. Doing this will keep the payout ratio manageable. It's currently around 70%, as well as allow more cash to be directed to rebuilding the pipeline of drugs. Abbvie currently markets the #1 best-selling drug in the world, Humira. The immunologic pulled in over $19.8 billion in 2020 and has been a massive part of the company's success over the last few years. Abbvie blew past analyst expectations for the total revenue last year, boasting almost 40% year over year in 2020. The pharmaceutical sector median for 2019 to 2020 revenue growth just grew about 4.7%. Considering this, I think the company is actually trading in a discount. Abbvie's current price to earnings ratio is about 9, is below the 10.4% in late 2020. GlaxoSmithKline has managed to separate itself from the pack in being a big part and a big player of the vaccine in vaccine, HIV, and respiratory businesses. Its HIV segment brought in $6.5 billion last year. It sells other notable drugs like Advar, which combines 2 other asthma products. Flovent and Severant Respiratory is the biggest segment, pulling in over $9 billion for 2020. I'm going to skip some of this just because I don't want to read all of it. GlaxoSmithKline currently sports a 5.6 dividend yield, while Abbvie offers a 4.4 yield. Compared to the S&P 500 ETF, which only yields 1.3, these two companies more than excel in providing dividend income. Still off their all-time highs, these two companies can potentially deliver above-market returns and total stock price appreciation, but can also outperform the indexes when delivering dividend income. So guys, these are just 2 really I mean, valuable companies. Um, they make needed products. People need medicine, and they always will. So they're safe buys. And the thing is, they keep innovating. They're not just sticking with one drug. I know they're known for certain drugs because every company has a big blockbuster one, but they always have stuff in the pipeline, always, manufacturing something new. So I'm not worried about it. I'm currently, just for transparency, I'm a huge investor in Abbvie. A lot of people are worried because Humira is going to get lose its patent protection here in the next couple of years, but I'm not worried about that. I've looked at their drug pipeline and they have plenty. I have not looked into Glaxo Smith Kline just because the dividend, as they said, is kind of fluctuating. And they talked about a dividend cut, and that's definitely a no-go for me. But I definitely recommend Abbvie for anybody who wants, sustainable dividend growth and consistent income. They have raised their dividend every year for the past 5 years, and they've been very big double-digit increases every year. So if you want growing dividends, Abbvie is a great place to look. GlaxoSmithKline is a great company as well. It's just not for me. So anyways, guys, those are two undervalued pharmaceutical stocks that the Motley Fool recommends you guys look into. I love doing list videos because it gives us opportunities to look into stocks that we may not look into. I, of course, have done extensive research into the pharmaceutical businesses. I've looked into Bristol Myers Squibb, Eli Lilly, Pfizer, which I do own as well. But GlaxoSmithKline just isn't for me. But if you're a GlaxoSmithKline shareholder, let me know how long you've held the stock, how much it's paid you, and all that type of stuff. Give me some specs on it. I'd love to, hear about your experience with that company. So, with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember to hit the subscribe button if you enjoy the list videos. Remember, I post a Robinhood portfolio update as well as a list video every single day. I also am looking to do a products of series where I jump into the product line of different companies like Pepsi, Coca-Cola. I could do Pfizer, Abbvie, GlaxoSmithKline, drug manufacturers, and food manufacturers, even aerospace and stuff like that. Just any company, I want to look into their pipeline of products in different offerings. That way, people are more informed when they buy a stock. It's this. That's what this channel is about. It's about sharing my investing journey as well as trying to educate people to not make the same mistakes I did. That's really what it's about. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to hit subscribe if you're enjoying the list videos as well as the Robinhood portfolio updates. It really does mean a lot. We just hit 530 subscribers, so the goal is 700 before the end of the year, and $40 for the portfolio, and we're at 35K and at 532 right now, I think. So, growing every day, and I'm super excited about it. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys with the next list video. Take care.